Good afternoon, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here with you all and see so many shiny faces from the female fraternity. Today's women represent 13% of the workforce at BAE Systems, Submarines, Barrow, Inverness. They are across a wide variety of disciplines. And in recent months, 92 of these women have actually been able to attend the ascent to training and are carving out a career for themselves with significantly far more confidence and self-belief in what they can do. If any industry is traditionally macho, male-dominated with that image, it is shipbuilding. Unlike the automotive industry, which is my background, there's an increased speed in automotive industry of product to market, and this over the last 2 decades has really enabled a lot of changes to come about, and for women in particular. It's taken, in truth, some 7 years to build a submarine, so we don't have that speed to market, and there isn't that impetus or same drive. But nonetheless, those traditional practices that are deployed, and they are a creation of a unique product. Yes, practices are evolving today, and yes, the drive for improvement and making a more affordable product for the Ministry of Defence, and therefore you and me, the taxpayer, is not at the breakneck speed of other industries, but nonetheless it has the care and attention that we really need to do that. 2 decades ago, in my era, at a time when, no matter what your political persuasions are, I apologise, but where Maggie Thatcher was seen as a very high profile woman who was able to achieve something. She got to the top of her game, and for me that gave a great message, but it did no more than that. I just accepted that. But through that change, we need to recognise that was also at a time where women were working with the unions to make sure that they had a voice and they were equal to men. So I am mindful that as we step forward with this great opportunity to have women more recognised in industry, we do also need to be sympathetic to the fact that while saying there is a change, it is with the sensitivity to say that we are doing things, we carry out the same tasks, but in order to achieve the desired results, we might approach them in a different way than we do today. I personally was advised at school by my careers officer when I suggested that I really would like to do technical drawing and maybe engineering was a career for me. Don't be a bit silly, girl. You'd have to go to university. And when you come out of university, well, the jobs are really for the boys. So not really a good choice. And I was quite distraught by that and headed off on a different career. However, it didn't stop me from tinkering around with twin tub washing machines. For those of the young amongst you, that was the predecessor to the automatic washing machine, and I managed to fix it on more than one occasion and save myself some money in the task. But even in spite of that, I didn't stop having that engineering bias, and my actual discipline today is that of supply chain. You cannot work in a supply chain function without having some connectivity with an engineering fraternity, and it's a delight to do that as you see the product evolve and reach its fruition and go out there to the customer. It's very satisfying. Thank goodness Bob Dylan, who I wasn't awfully keen on, said the times they are a-changing, and they certainly are at BAE Submarine Solutions. We now have the first female welding apprentice to be recruited since the 1980s, and we are seeing an increasing number of women moving into senior management roles. That trend actually looks like it's going to continue. Currently we have 15% of our apprentices are now female, and a further 16% across the graduate and trainee programmes. The women who have actually completed the Career Investment Progression Programme represent a complete cross-section. Thank you. From first year, I said don't mess with the tools. From first year apprentices to more experienced trade staff and senior managers, they've gone through this. Many have provided feedback recently as to what they've actually got out of the programme. I represent just a small part of the Women's Network Committee, and we've had a lot of direct feedback from them, and today actually have seen increased confidence, which has actually led to a number of females now moving into new arenas, new jobs, and with that confidence. We can only now help to try and maintain and increase that percentage of women that we have within the business and at more senior levels. It's not just good for women and their career development, but it's also good for BAE Systems submarine solutions. At a time when the demands for our submarine programmes are driving recruitment, this year we're taking on another 280 people, and the business needs to make the most of that widest talent that we possibly can. So we're very much looking forward to that. And it's really been great having the centre team help to drive us and do that. Thank you very much.